morning, it's Kirsty of Kirsty Does Stuff. Thank you for joining me on this day that might be sunny, might be rainy, not sure, Scottish summer. What we're doing today, find somewhere to put my tea, it's not going to fall over, is in the last video we were potting up some plants, and I was talking about the fact that I used to have this thing called a flower ball, and it was mainly for busy lizzies, and you planted them in this ball and it was freestanding, and it made me think. I thought, I wonder if I can get one of those today. I wonder if I can find one. So I went online thinking it wouldn't be that hard, and it was harder than I thought. Turns out they're made by a company called Thompson & Morgan, but they don't seem to sell them on their website anymore. They still had a good video on how to actually plant them up, but they don't seem to sell them. But I did find somebody on eBay that was selling them, not especially cheap, but I couldn't see them anywhere else, so I got one. So it arrived during the week, and I've been looking forward to opening up and seeing how to put it together since it arrived. And I've also bought lots of busy lizzies to put in them, and I thought we could do it together. So here we go. So it's quite a big but light box. I have bought two of these in the past, but many years ago, before we moved into this house. And then when we moved in, busy lizzies weren't really available, so I couldn't do it all. Okay, lots of newspaper. Yes, so it's called the Thompson & Morgan Easy Flower Ball. There we go, a few instructions, but as I say, there's a video online which I can put in the description box below. So this is the top section. It's also got chains if you want to hang it. But we're going to do it as a stand. That's the bottom section that we're going to be planting up first. Oh, it's a dead beastie in there. So here's the standy bit, and the, what would you call that? The actual bit that it stands on, the extension bits. So you can have it as tall or as short as you want. You could have a short ball. There's lots of different ways to do it. Like you say, you can have it hanging, you can have it short or long. Right. The thing is, if you plant this in a pot, then you can actually plant up this bit as well with extra busy lizzie. Perfect. That's perfect. Now, can you see that? Down a little bit. There you go. So it's in there like that. I'm going to try and get some rocks to weight it down, then I'll put compost in there, and that should keep it from wiggling about. If you wanted to put it actually in grass or something like that, then you've got these wee holes that you could use pegs to keep it down. But otherwise, this is always quite a good manoeuvre. That in there as well as an extra thing. And then we're going to fill with compost. You could use old compost for this. You don't need to use new stuff in the base. And if you were going to plant in the base, you could put like a top layer of new stuff in. Just to make it sturdy. not go anywhere. Okay, here we go. Oops. Smooth out the compost. Maybe a wee drop more. There we go. I'm going to put some slow release fertilizer in here as well. Just sort of work it in to the soil there. So it's kind of like, it's not even calling them anything. So they're different shades of pinks and whites. Some lighter ones again. I think it was like 3 for £12 or something. So I got loads, and I also got these. So this is the Calabrachia that can go around the base and trail a little bit. These are lovely and vibrant. So I'm going to start by planting up through the holes here. There's sort of pre-cut holes, I don't know, you can see them very well, that I will plant through, and so they'll be evenly spaced all the way around. Start with this big white guy. So my root balls are probably bigger than they anticipate. These are for more like seedling things, but I can squeeze them through, hopefully. I have to give them a wee bit of a squish together. I don't want to damage the root ball, but sometimes if you put it in the other way, you damage the foliage. So we're just going to give it a bit of a squish. You could cut them slightly bigger, the holes, if you wanted, but it's going in. There we go. And then just cut, it's like a little flap that's been cut out for the plant, so just close it around the plant again so you don't lose your compost. There we go. Let's do a deeper pink. managed to break one of the flowers and take it out and replace it. But luckily I got loads, so it should be fine. So now I'm going to pile up the compost a little bit on the top, and then I'm going to put the top section on and fill that one up. I've got to take my chances while I can to speak to you because there's a lot of background noise going on, lots of people with lawnmowers and kids, and so I should really do a voiceover, but this would be simpler. Right, so we've planted it up, it looks great, and now I've got to find out where I'm going to put it because it's quite a big thing, and I was going to put it maybe behind the chairs at the back there, but we've missed the bottom part, which is now all planted up and looking gorgeous. So, I might put it up. I'll have a think and then we'll move it because it's quite heavy now, so we'll need to make sure it's not going to need moved again pretty quickly. Okay, so that's us done. It's looking beautiful. See the bottom bit there? There we are. So we've planted the calabracchia around the bottom and the busy lizzies around the top. Some of the busy lizzies look a bit droopy just now. They look like they're facing down the way, but hopefully when they get used to their new situation, they'll start to face up. The ideal thing would be to get them when they're smaller, and so they can grow in situ. But this is July, you know, we're sort of late season. We've got enough sun left to get them all blooming and looking gorgeous, but they're a bit more advanced than they would be if we had put this together in May or June. So they're a bit longer, a bit leggier, and so hopefully it should fill out like a ball of colour and look amazing. I've decided to put it here because it's still a little bit wobbly, even though we've sort of secured the bottom, and this will protect it from winds and, you know, stray weather and people knocking it over and all sorts. So hopefully it will do well there. We can also see it from the seat. and I can see when it needs watered. Now, what it didn't come with from eBay, but that you see in the Thompson and Morgan video online, is a plant pot in the top. Just a wee plant pot like that. And that helps you water it because it distributes the water round the actual ball. So you just pop that in the top there, pour water through it, and it should keep it well watered. I'll do that in a minute. I'll do a bit of tidying up, and sorry about all the background noise, it's a busy old place. Yeah, and then we're good to go. Thanks for joining me today. It's nice to get an early start on a project that I've been wanting to do, and I love having your company. So thanks again. Take care. Bye bye.